Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Javelin Hobbies LV, or Javelin Hobbies Las Vegas. So this is my second video, and I'm glad to see you guys back. If you're new, welcome to the channel. This is where I talk about all the hobby stuff that I like to sell on this on my webpage. So basically, it is an online only store right now, but and I just got started this year getting back into retail. Um, so with that being said, I think today's video I'm going to focus on a product spotlight. I've got some I've got some action figures. I'm not heavily into action figures, but this is kind of a niche brand, so I just wanted to introduce that. Just like a few other items I want to introduce in my store that's not what you would consider mainstream hobby, stuff like, RC vehicles, plastic model kits, and things like that. Even though my store is going to stock those items, and that's going to be, part of the main uh, items in the stores that I'll be selling. However, I want to introduce other things for all people. It's not meant to be a craft store, but it kind of might borderline into that, but not really, because I do want to provide educational stuff, as long as it involves building and making and creating things. That's what I want to have my web page, selling online in general. At the end of the day, yes, we want to have fun, but it's also about learning and having skills, right? And that's how I've always learned things, is hands-on, and hobbies has just been a great way for me to do that. Excuse the mess in the back. This is a working office, so I'm going to have things all over the place. As you can see in the background, I have photography gear, and I have some kits and stuff like that. But to my right, I also have my processing table where I do all my orders and things like that. On this channel, I do want to talk about my selling verticals, I guess you can say. I want to make sure, that I have everything covered. I do sell new retail items on my proper store, meaning my .com, but I also do sell on eBay as well. That is usually my overflow for like used items or return items. So that being said, either way, I'm not going to sell anything that is bad. I'm going to sell things that I, want to make sure that somebody can enjoy, or or I just want to be transparent about what I'm selling, so that even if it's a used item, it might just be for parts, and then of course I'm always going to showcase that in that manner, so that I'm doing right by the customer. So today I want to just showcase those action figures I was talking about. I'm pretty excited about them. I wouldn't mind collecting them myself. That being said, it's from Boss Fight Studio. I guess they are a niche brand. There is a following for them, and they do some pretty highly detailed, highly articulated type of action figures. Action figures are all over the place. Of course, all the common ones are so there's a lot of popular ones that are, that's just all over the place. You can get anywhere. And I don't want to carry that kind of stuff. I mean, you can get all kinds of Star Wars, you can get all kinds of Marvel Universe and things like that, even though there is a lot of call for that. It's not really what my store is about. It's, again, there are some niche things I will carry in my store, but I won't just market towards that. I don't want it to just become a toy store. Nothing wrong with that. However, that's not what my shop is about. It is about hobbies. There's just a few specific things I will include, but that's about it. So that being said, the stuff that I do want to carry in my store, and I will carry in my store, is like 3D puzzles, things of that nature, STEM kits for learning, science projects, things like that. Not sure if I'm going to do model rockets yet. That's still kind of like in the works. I will have your basic modeling supplies like paints, paint brushes, things like that, of that nature, all your usual stuff. But I will have model kits. Probably going to be heavy on the model kits. I have access to that all day long. RC things, I want to get into that, but that's like higher volume kind of items, and I don't have a storefront and a lot of distributors. tend not to sell to just online only unless you do have some kind of storefront to anchor with. But at the moment, I don't have that. Maybe one day, but I really want to make my online service very, very well established before I even think about doing a brick and mortar. Um, Not that a brick and mortar wouldn't help, not at all, but through, and this is a kind of funny, and this is another subject, but I'll just touch bases on it. I think that back in the day before the internet became so big, when I was doing retail, I saw even the hobby shop that I work go under because the owners could not, let's say, go with the times or change with the times. It was a different concept, and I understand it. But they were in business for a very very long time to begin with, so things just happen, and they ended up going out of business. But I think it was through the demise of not being able to change with the times and go online and start marketing for that as well. I think the hybrid model is a great thing if you can pull it off, if you have the finances and you have some kind of establishment. But for me, just starting off in this business as far as retailing online, and I have done that before. Don't get me wrong, so I do understand it. It's just that this is the first time that I'm going all in, full out, making it a mainstream thing for myself. So that being said, let's go on to showing the Vitruvian, uh, I guess you can call it set. It's been around for a while through Boss Hobby Studios, but here are some of the items that I purchased, and I only purchased these 4 items just to see how they would sell. But you guys let me know what you think about it. I think you can YouTube this and find different videos on some of these things. I'm not going to go full on the detail with this. I'm just going to show you what I have. I'll take one out of the package and just show you the articulation and what comes with the with the stuff. These noises from these phones. I'm sorry. So I'll show you that and then go from there. Okay, so here it is, Vitruvian Hacks by Boss Fight Studios. They also have Quarter of the Dead and a few other things. They actually have Popeyes. They actually have Popeye the Sailor Man and that line that includes Bluto and all those others, olive oil and things like that. But I'm going to get that in just for the sake of having it. I kind of like that. And through my research, there is a following for it. So I'm definitely on the next round is going to go ahead and order some of that. That being said, Quarter of the Dead, there's some interesting things that I saw on that one. So I may get that too. But right now I'm showcasing, just right now I'll probably take this one and show you guys what it looks like. Out of the box. So that being said, I'll go ahead and get that started. So this is a Roman legionary. I should say legionary, not legionnaire. It's also subtitled The Lost Legion, so there is a theme to it. And just so you know, H.A.C.K.S is a highly articulated character series. So this is the box art. As you can see, it's on the back. It's pretty neat. There's all kinds of things about this I think is pretty awesome. Let me get that in there. But this is what the box art looks like. Pretty good quality stuff. So it's highly detailed, as you can see. On the back side, I like the handle detailing and the little rivets and things like that. So that's that. Of course, you have the base, the stand. Whoops, as I have it all. You have the stand. You have the javelin itself. Of course, I like that for some reason. I don't know why. That was a joke, by the way. Okay, so you have the helmet. I don't know what it's called. I have to brush up on my history. But you have the helmet in this version with the face mask. and then you have the regular helmet that you could actually place on the figure itself. It comes with a sword, and it comes with a knife, or a dagger, I guess you can say. This video is going to be about me struggling how to do action figures. Is this guy left-handed or right-handed? I don't know. There we go. I got it. Oh my god, I got it. Anyways, you can have him holding the spear. Okay, so here you have it with the helmet on. As you can see, he's very posable. He doesn't come with extra arms or hands and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. You can tell I'm not used to this. But there is a limitation here, but I don't think you're going to make him pose in those kind of ways, I guess. I don't think you would. But, you know, to do what he was meant to do, stand tall, hold the shield, hold your javelin, and you look good. So, but yeah, you have full rotation of the joints. The feet fully articulate pretty well. So the hands, they rotate. The arms, they can do pretty much any kind of rotation to fit whatever pose that you want. So, and that's the helmet. You also have the other head, I guess. It's an actual head. It's just not just the mask. But you can pop his head off and then put this one on if you want to have this look. So this guy. So that's the other thing. On the back, you can put his dagger or his, not the dagger, but his sword in there. And then here you can actually insert the actual dagger itself. So there's different possibilities. Again, if you're collecting this kind of stuff, you're building a little army, this will look pretty cool. They actually have a Leonidas. I'm going to get that one too, so stand by for that. But anyways, yeah, definitely, you know, you can put the shield in his hand. It takes a little bit of a trick, but once you get it in there, it's in there. You can tell that I'm not really good at this, but yeah, you can have him holding the shield, you know, like the classic pose that you see like in the movies. Oh crap. Keep on going. Yeah, I think I got it. Here we go. You know, it looks pretty sharp holding the shield, put his helmet on, and then have him holding the spear or javelin, whatever you want to call it, and makes a great pose. So you can buy a bunch of these guys and just set them up in your own little army. You know, whatever you do, I don't know what collectors do with their figures, but I mean, you can create dioramas or whatever you want to do with them. You've got it. So this is the Roman Legionnaire. I'll show you the next one up close. I won't take it out of the box, but you've got this figure here. Obviously, it's based off of Greek legends and stuff like that. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's Euryale, the youngest Gorgon sister. So apparently she's part of a clan. But I mean, if you look at the interchangeable head, she has the Medusa look to her. As a matter of fact, her hair has Medusa. She comes with weapons. She actually comes with posable hands. So you got gripping hands, and then you got just regular posing kind of hands for visuals. Of course, they come all with their usual stands or bases. The box art is pretty cool, pretty the same for all of them. But so far, this is the line that I have. And then you got the Court of the Dead. Oops. So you have Court of the Dead. Also, that's it comes with a little gargoyle guy or something. She comes with posable hands additionally, as well as with a dagger. But she has that Queen Amidala look in the evil way. But she's highly articulated too, as you can see. And then if you go online, you can see the manufacturer art, which will show you all the poses and stuff like that. But if you go on to my website, you can find them there. Help support the small business and all right, so this is my first product spotlight. Hopefully, I didn't do too bad. I wasn't too miserable. I'll get better at it, but I just wanted to showcase that product. There's other things like okay, it's oh dang, it's right there. My models. I'm going to showcase some of those too. Uh, might not unbox them, but I also carry brick building kits called from Slough Band. I think I pronounced that correctly. If not, sorry. But they are, I guess you could say, a cheaper version of your major brands. But I mean, they're in the more affordable price range. They're probably not quite as I don't know. I don't play with Legos. Oh, I said it. I don't play with those, so I don't know the quality comparison. But from what I've seen, they look pretty decent, and they do the same thing. If you do another YouTube search, you'll find, their products there too. Um, but I might do a kind of a product show. Of course, I don't build them, so maybe I'll let my kid build it. I don't know. I'll get one for him and see what it looks like. But again, they do look like quality kits. They do a lot of historic models like World War II tanks, airplanes, and the same thing with modern kind of stuff. And they also have some civilian stuff too as well, like firefighters, police, things like that. I don't know much about them, but I do kind of like them. I like the price point, and it's something I also want to consider whenever I'm selling to customers is the price point. I know the economy kind of sucks right now, so price point is important to people, but I also want to make sure there's quality involved. Anyway, so this is the end of the video. So in the comments, let me know what you think of this video. If I did really bad, sorry. I'll do better next time, but resources. um, Anyways, catch you next time.